Hello class and welcome. Today we are going to see our fifth lesson of 10th English medium English Kumar Bharati book. The lesson name is Joan of Arc and it is written by the George Bernard Shaw. Now before going to start, there are some instructions. If possible, please open ebook PDF file in your mobile phone or computer of this book. In case of any doubt, please contact on this WhatsApp number 8390935566 or you can mail us along with the subject helpppr@gmail.com. And third, which is most important, please note down all the vocabulary and try to remember it. Now we are going to start this lesson. We will see some introduction of the writer. The writer name is George Bernard Shaw. Born in 1856 and died in 1950, was an Irish playwright and critic. He wrote more than 60 plays during the lifetime, including major works such as Man and Superman 1902, Flagline 1912, and St. John 1923. He was the leading dramatist of his time, and he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1925. Now, George Bernard Shaw is a name specially mastered in the field of plays and dramas. He's famous for his plays and dramas. Now, we start actual lesson. Basically, this lesson is a conversation between a girl, John, and you can say it's kind of king. It is basically a time when English army, that is British army, attacked on France. त्याला आपण शतकी युद्ध वगैरे असं म्हणतो. त्यावेळेचा एक जी मुलगी आहे ती मुलगी सैन्यामध्ये स्फुरण सरवत असते, सैन्याला हिंमत देत असते व ती काहीतरी शस्त्र गोळ्याची डिमांड करत असते त्या परमिशन मागण्यासाठी. तर तिचं आणि त्या राजाचं संभाषण म्हणजे हा धडा आहे. आपण सुरू करूया. The war fight between England and France from 1337 to 1453 was came to be known as the 100 Years War. याला शतकी युद्ध असं म्हणतात, जे इंग्लंड आणि फ्रान्समध्ये चाललं होतं ते. John was a peasant girl born in eastern France who led the French army to several victories during the war. Peasant means farmer, farm worker, शेतमजूर बनलेला म्हणतो. peasant म्हणजे शेतमजूर. जॉन ही एका शेतमजुराची मुलगी होती आणि तिनं त्या आर्मीमध्ये बऱ्याच वेळेला लीड करून काही गोष्टींमध्ये विजय मिळवून दिलेला होता. दिस प्ले बिगिन्स ॲट द टाइम वेन ऑल द नॉर्थर्न फ्रान्स अँड सम पार्ट्स ऑफ द साऊथ वेस्ट वेअर अंडर फॉरेन कंट्रोल. हे त्यावेळेची गोष्ट आहे ज्या वेळेला फ्रान्सचा बराचसा भाग हा ब्रिटिशांच्या अंडर होता. द इंग्लिश कंट्रोल सम पार्ट्स अँड बर्गाडियन्स कंट्रोल द अदर्स. द सिटी ऑफ न्यू ऑर्लिन्स, वन ऑफ द फ्यू remaining French cities, was held by the English. The year is 1429. The Captain Robert the Baudricourt, a military officer, is seated at the table. His steward stands facing him. Steward means worker. Part number 2. Now here conversation begin. Robert, I told you to throw girl out. You have 50 armed soldiers and dozens of strong servants to carry out my orders. Are they afraid of her? Now basically here Robert the army officer ordered to throw that girl away. Steward said, "No sir, we are afraid of you, but she puts courage in us. She really doesn't seem to be afraid of anything. Perhaps you could frighten her, sir." Now Steward answered that, "We are afraid of you, but that girl puts courage in us unless you frighten her." Robert grimly. Grimly means seriously. "Perhaps. Where she is now?" Steward, "Down in the courtyard, sir." Robert asked for his location and Steward answered that she is in a courtyard. Now Robert goes to the window and asks the soldiers to send the girl up. They are ordered to send the girl up. The girl enters. Now here John came. She is a well-built, strong country girl of 17 to 18 years. The age of John is 70 to 80 years old. The squire's glare neither frightens her nor stops her. She speaks confidently. As I said, John was very brave girl. She doesn't seems to be afraid. She always speaks confidently. John, good morning, Captain Squire. You are to give me a horse and armor and some soldiers and send me to the Dauphin. Now here, Squires is a particular name which is mainly asked for or spoken for the higher authorities. पण ज्या वेळेला आपल्या देशामध्ये किंवा आपल्या ऑफिसमध्ये असे कोणते हायर अथॉरिटीची व्यक्ती असते त्यांना आपण वेगळ्या विशेष नावाने हाक मारतो तर तेच हे नाव म्हणजे स्क्वायर आहे. योर मॅजेस्टी किंवा राजे अशा प्रकारची नावे. अँड आर्मर्स मीन्स इट्स अ काइंड ऑफ वेपन्स विच जॉन वॉज आस्किंग हिम. And Dauphin is a city. Now John demanded his to the Robert. Now you will see next part. Robert said, "Girl is mad. Why didn't you tell me so, you blockhead?" Now Robert got angry. Steward, sir, do not anger her. Give her what she wants. Now Steward again said in favor of John. Then give her what he wants. Robert, I shall send you back to your father with orders you under lock and key. Now here Robert frightens her. Then John replied, John, you think you will, Squire, but it won't happen that way. You should say you would not see me, but here I am. Now without losing temper and politely, John said, what you can think you can do, sir. As I said, you said that you will not see me, but here I am. 5. Robert, so you are assuming that I will give you what you want. Now Robert saying that you are assuming that you already assumed that what you want I will give you. John replied, John, yes, Squire, continues Beasley. A horse will cost 16 francs. Now here franc is a French currency. Now rupiah is an Indian currency. In that manner, for France, francs is a currency. It is a big amount of money, but I can save it on the armor. I don't need beautiful armor made by my major. I can find a soldier armor that will fit me well enough. I shall not want any soldiers. The Dauphin will give me all I need to free Orleans. Now here John asked only for the horse, not for the armor. He said that she said that I will manage the others with the others' armor. There is no need to make armors designed especially for the John. He will manage with the others. Now he demanded to free the city Orleans with Dauphin, with the help of Dauphin. Part number 6. Robert shocked to free Orleans. Now basically Robert was not confident about the freedom of the Orleans. John simply, yes, Squire, 3 men will be enough for you to send with me. Polly and Jack have promised me to come with me. Now John is demanding for the 3 men, and already Polly and Jack has agreed with the John. Robert, you mean Mauser de Poligny. Basically it's his full name. Part 7. Yes, Squire, Jack will come willingly. Now John saying that Jack is killing along with his wish. There is no demand on order by John or request by John. John is willing to come willingly. He is a very kind gentleman and gives me money to give the poor. I think John Godsave will come and pick the archer and their servants, John of Concord and Julian. There will be no trouble for you, Squire. Now John mentioned that a name of persons that are willing to come with him, and there will be no trouble for the Squire, because Squire is not ordering, or that is Robert is not ordering someone to go for the Orleans. all of them, John and all his crew members, we can say, are willing to come with the John. So basically there is no any harm or no any pressure for the Robert. I have arranged it all, you have to only give the order. Now John is collected all of them and just to give asking for his permission. Robert to the steward. Is it true about the Monsieur de Poulanger? Now here Robert is confirming about the Poulanger. Got it, steward. Eagerly. Yes sir, and about the Monsieur de Metz too. They both want to go with her. Now again, the steward confirmed about the Monsieur de Metz and Monsieur de Poulanger too. They are willing to come with John. Robert goes to the window and shouts into the courtyard. Send the Monsieur de Poulanger to me, will you? He trusted John, get out and wait in the yard. Now here Robert ordered to send Mount Poulanger to him and ordered John to wait outside. John, smiling brightly at him, right squire, she goes out. Now here by due to order, John goes out and waiting outside. Part number 9. Robert to the steward. Go with her, stay within call and keep your eye on her. I shall have her up here again. Now here Robert ordered the steward to stay, look at the John. He is willing to ask the John within few time. The steward retreats hastily, and Britain de Poulanger, the French guard, enters and salutes the stands waiting. Now Poulanger basically is the guard. He came as per the order by Robert and salutes and stand waiting. He is waiting for the Robert's word. Robert. She says you, Jack and Dick have offered to go with her. What for? Do you take her crazy idea of going to the Dauphin seriously? Now again Robert is confirming by directly asking the Poulanger की तू जॅक आणि डिक जॉन बरोबर जाणार आहात हे नक्की खरं आहे का? तुम्ही त्याचं बोलणं हे खरोखरच सिरियसली घेतलं आहे का? गंभीरपणे घेतलेलं आहे का? Poulanger slowly. There is something about her. It may be worth trying. There is something about her. तर प्रयत्न करायला काय अडचण आहे? त्याच्याबद्दल काहीतरी विशेष आहे. Robert. Oh, come on, Polly. You must be out of your mind. Now here again, Robert is not believing the Poulanger. Basically, the words of Poulanger, Robert not click at all. So that is why he is saying that you are out of your mind. Poulanger. One note. What is wrong with it? The Dauphin is in Chinon, like a rat in a corner. Except that he won't fight. The English will come take Orleans and he will not able to stop them. Now, here Dauphin is a Chinon. Chinon is basically place of you can say just like a small kingdom, and Dauphin is like a rat in a corner. एखादा उंदराला जसं आपण कोबरमध्ये पकडतो तसं त्या प्रकारची अवस्था ते डॉल्फिनची आहे. तर तो त्यांच्या विरुद्ध युद्ध करू शकत नाही आणि इंग्लिश लोक हे ऑर्लेन्स घेऊन टाकतील असं पॉलंजर त्यांना कन्व्हिन्स करतो. ओके, दिस इज द एंड ऑफ पार्ट 1. वी विल सी पार्ट नंबर 2 इन नेक्स्ट व्हिडिओ. थँक्यू.